to episode 100 of Board Game Blitz, a proud member of the Dice Tower Network and a podcast about all things board games that you can listen to in less time than it takes to organize a 100th episode celebration. Board Game Blitz is sponsored by Gray Fox Games. This week, we're talking about
Wait. Slow down.
Hi,
Hello?
everybody. Hello, Crystal Paisano, Ambie. This is Nick Murphy.
Nick, what are you doing in our podcast?
Well, me and the This Game is Broken crew got our collective minds together and cracked the internet and decided to hijack this little recording you guys got right now. Because first of all, we want to say congrats on your 100th episode. That is super, super cool.
Thank you so much. We really appreciate that. But this, this is our podcast. So, what are you doing here?
Yeah,
Well,
but
here's
we're
the thing.
also on episode 68. So pretty big deal, kind of.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's
I feel
right.
like at this point we can sort of just barge into whatever podcast we want because we're sort of like veterans. I mean, we're not 100 episodes in, but I feel like we've kind of nailed the podcast thing in this time.
I mean, you could just hang it up now. You're golden.
Yeah,
but then everybody would be sad. So I suppose you should keep going for now.
But the thing is, it's like Board Game Blitz, 100 episodes in, crushing it, nowhere near stopping. Part of the Dice Tower Network. We've been trying to get on for years. It hasn't
Never gonna
happened
happen.
yet. So all this stuff, but y'all, I feel like you think you're a hot young podcast.
I'm kind
and
of
I'm like,
sick of the sass.
yeah,
everyone
and
else is
I feel
feeling?
like we are the hot young podcast. And so
I
that's true.
specifically
That's
think
true.
I'm the hot young podcast. Hi, I'm
Matthew
Matthew.
specifically is the hot young podcast.
That's what he puts on all his dating profiles. Hashtag hot young podcast.
Hashtag dying alone. Come on, people.
So here's the thing. Our two podcasts are great. Everyone knows it. We're the best podcasts. Two podcasts on the planet. But we got to figure out who's the best.
There can
so
be only
we
one.
propose a little podcast rumble between our podcast and your podcast.
Oh, bring it on, sir. Let's do this.
Well, hold on, Nick, real quick. I mean, I'm all down for battle, but it's all rumbles are best when they have an officiant. We need someone to oversee the
Someone
the
to
battle,
ref things.
an impartial judge. In fact, we need Switzerland in the house, and
We really do need Switzerland.
we don't have any Swiss members among our two podcasts, but we do.
We don't
have
trust the
Dave.
Swiss. That's why.
Dave is sort of like a world citizen, and I think
He is.
he lives closest to Switzerland, therefore is bound to be the most impartial. So I think we might need Dave to sit out and just judge this podcast and run this whole thing so he can determine who's the best.
Whoa, wait. Did I hear my name called 3 times?
Yes.
I'm
you're
sorry,
like
we've got
Beetlejuice.
this huge flood in the Netherlands right now, so I'm kind of busy, but what's going on?
We need your expertise, man. We need you to settle a debate. Does This Game is Broken or does Board Game Blitz have the best podcast? And we need you to maybe lead an episode and take us through some games.
Oh, sure. I'll have time for that. Hi, everyone. Welcome to this Celebrity Showdown, Battle of the Podcasts.
Please don't call it a celebrity showdown.
The War of the Famous Faces.
A showdown between the lowest level of celebrities a person can humanly be.
Exactly.
Like board games? Even if you do, you probably don't know who these people are.
On the one side, we have the podcast that is all over board and card games that are filled with theme, run by 2 people who are not alone great to hang out and play games with, but also their knowledge about board games spans from heavy Euros to quick and fun party games, and Ambie knows Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Celebrating their 100th episode, it's Board Game Blitz!
Woo!
Yeah.
Hi, Ambie. Hi, Crystal.
Hi.
Hello, we are so happy to be here on our own podcast. That you-
We have the power to kick you off at any point. Congratulations on your 100th episode. I'm very excited for you. I'm very honored to just now be on the Board Game Blitz part of the world. It's very good for me to feel how it feels right over. It's much easier. And of course, we have that other podcast with us as well. The Challengers, the podcast that people have described as hilarious and refreshing. And it's like an evening of Balderdash, ice cool, and space poo. Without shame, yet full of regret. It is This Game is Broken.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Nick Murphy, Mike Murphy, Matthew Jude, welcome.
Hello.
Mike, this is the only time you and me will ever be allowed to be on the same team because no one can tell us apart from our voice alone.
Yeah, people tell us that all the time.
And just to be sure that I'm very impartial, but I'm also part of This Game is Broken. My name is Dave Luza, and Well, it's gonna get down right now. Ambie,
Do it.
Ambie, you were one of our first guests
Yay!
Yeah.
2 years ago. Did you remember that?
Yeah, that was fun.
That was fun. I was very happy to meet both Ambie and Crystal in person back in 2017 at Dice Tower Con. And Ambie, we even sung a Disney matchup parody together.
Yeah, at the live show. That was
Yeah,
Yes.
that was fun. But
That was
now,
so
from
awesome.
this moment on, there will be no fraternizing. You can't be my friend anymore because now I'm hosting this whole thing. So let's see what you are made of. Here we go with round 1. Round 1 is called Ready, Set Up, Go. In this round, I will tell you a piece from the rulebook on how to set up a game, and you need to tell me what game it is from. Are you ready, Board Game Blitz?
What
because
fun.
you are starting.
We are
Yes.
as ready as we're ever going to be.
I hope that Board Game Blitz's questions are all put the board in the centre of the table, and our questions are get out all the eggs.
Wait, but that could actually apply to multiple games.
Well,
It's true.
yeah.
I have actually got 2 rules. If you already have it after rule number 1, you get double the points.
Okay.
Okay.
So the first one is part of the setup. 5. Discarded poker cards will go face up in a pile to the right of the poker cards deck.
poker.
Poker cards.
It's Board Game Blitz. Who's up, Matthew?
All right. Well, there are Tiny Epic Western definitely has
Yeah.
a poker aspect of its game. If we guess after the first clue and get it wrong, are we still allowed to guess after the second clue?
Yes, you still get another guess.
Okay. So
Okay.
Ambie, I think that's my best
Yeah,
guess.
that's the only one I can think of with poker. You're the poker expert since you live in Vegas.
I mean, I used to work in the poker industry,
Yeah.
so I should definitely.
It's
But that's
true.
why I avoid poker board games. We're gonna say Tiny Epic Western.
Which is not the correct answer.
Oh,
So
I think I know what it is.
I'll give
no.
you the second one. The second part is place the cattle tokens on the wrench spaces of their corresponding color face down, so their rewards cannot be seen.
Okay, well, Ambie, I haven't played either Great Western Trail or Western Legends, but I know both of those games have cattle in them. So if you've played
Yeah.
either one of those,
I think I've played Great Western Trail, but I don't remember.
no poker in it.
I don't remember it.
Well,
It's a terrible
How
game.
can you not remember it?
It's awful, Dave.
I
Don't
yeah.
listen to him.
But yeah, I don't remember there being poker in there.
Well, if you don't think it had poker in it, then we could go with Western Legends. I've never played it, but that would be my other guess. What do you think, Ambie?
We could try Great Western Trail.
Okay, let's do it.
So glad you chose to go with that direction.
Yeah, that's a
Wrong
great
to
direction to go.
You can steal right now. I think Matthew has an idea.
Western Legends!
Yes, it is indeed Western Legends. You were so close. If you would
I'm-
only have
Dang
paid
it.
a little bit more attention when you were playing Great Western Trail, you would have known there would be no poker cards in it. I love
Well, I
that
thought
game.
maybe something might have been called poker and I didn't know.
Well, it's just the way you brand the cows. Maybe that's what you do. You use a
You poker.
red-
Yeah.
No,
just
this is
brand it with a
this is
poker, right?
perfect, Ambie. See, we're gonna set them up to think that we're gonna be bad at this game, and then we're just gonna crush. So
You're
we've
probably
done an
Yeah,
going to
that's
excellent job of that.
destroy. Let's be honest.
I think it's clear that you are from Vegas, Crystal. Trying to hustle everything. Okay, next one is for This Game is Broken. Okay.
Yes.
Among the purple-backed trader cards, there are 10 starting cards with a violet frame on the front.
Is that the whole rule?
Well,
It
it's
could be
enough.
any game. All
It is not enough, clearly, Dave, or else we would have answered.
I know, but I'm
Okay,
gonna-
so we get another answer, though. So should we just answer something?
Purple back cards that are end game victory point kind of things is every game, but like Seven Wonders or Hadara, maybe.
Wait. Oh,
But wasn't there something about a trader?
purple. Trader cards. Trader or traitor?
Trader.
Oh, I heard
That doesn't
traitor.
help.
Okay.
That does not. Oh, wait. Let's go San Juan. There's purple cards in there. San Juan.
Ooh.
No, that's not correct. I will finish this. This. Each player receives a 2 turmeric and a conversion card as a starting hand. Return the other starting cards back to the box.
Oh, would that be
Turmeric,
like
you
Century
say?
Spice Road? I don't know the spices because they're just cubes.
It's
in
the same
reality.
thing. It's like they could be called poker chips for all I know. We just call them whatever color cube they are. That's what they are called for the whole game.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
there's
Lord.
you convert stuff into stuff, and I know that you start off with basic things, and maybe it's turmeric.
I think Spice Road. I think Century Spice Road sounds good.
Yeah, let's go with that.
That
In
is
theory.
correct. Well done.
Yes!
This game is officially not broken.
You got blitzed.
Oh, that joke's not going to get old at all.
Okay, Ambie and Crystal, here is your next one. Shuffle the noble tiles and reveal as many of them as there are players plus one.
That's so
I would guess
Splendor.
Seasons.
Oh,
Or,
I
no,
was thinking
Splendor.
Splendor.
Sorry, that's what I meant.
No, go with
Starts with
Seasons,
an S
Ambie.
as well.
Ambie, go with
is a great
Seasons.
choice.
Our first guess is Splendor.
Ding, 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 ding,
Yeah.
ding.
Aw,
Yes,
They
correct.
said Seasons. There's so many
I was
nobles
talking
in
to
Seasons.
Crystal, and I meant Splendor. I don't remember titles of games, which is probably not the best for this game.
It's perfect. We got this. Don't worry.
This game is broken. Here's yours. Place your certification mini meeple to the left of the zero space of the certification track in human resources.
What?
Wow.
I actually have a guess for this, I think.
I'll
What's
tell
that
you-
guess, Crystal? Go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm not telling you.
Come on.
Hit us up, Chris.
Firstly, it doesn't sound like fun, but who knows? We might need a bit more, I think.
Well, Mikey, I don't. Just because it's about like building a civilization, could it be like Euphoria? You've played that.
I don't remember any HR based stuff, but
Okay.
we could say it. We could
No,
just
well,
say
we,
it.
we get a second guess if we do.
Well, yeah, but we could just say it.
So Kingdom Death Monster is our
Boom.
first
you go.
guess.
Done. Kingdom Death
It's
Monster.
not Kingdom Death Monster. We're going to take another one. It says, take a part voucher tile and put it on the appropriate space on your player board.
So it's something where you're building stuff, or maybe there's a factory and you need HR is important. I have no idea
Yeah,
what's
I
going
just
on.
thought it could be like like Kanban
It
or
sounds
something like that.
very
That's
tedious.
Like a factory, I guess.
I'm
Sure.
going with you, Matthew. If you got something, I'm
I
out,
don't
so
have anything, but
You've got it.
Kanban.
It is correct.
Gosh darn it.
Really?
I knew
Well
that one after
done.
the first clue, and I've
Me
never
too.
even played Kanban.
Oh my God! There's an HR
You guys
department. Gosh, why is this getting a reprint?
Kanban is great.
Everyone loves role-playing HR, obviously.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
I am quite proud of myself.
Well done.
You
Well
should
done.
be.
Amazing.
Board Game Blitz, your next one is shuffle the forest cards and place them on the forest clearings.
Okay, there's a lot of games
Forest.
with forests in them,
Yeah.
most of which I have not played.
Say
Forest- but cards go on the clearings. So
Oh no,
cards
it's
go
that
on the
one.
board.
I think I remember playing this game, but I don't remember the name of it. I don't remember. Let's just say a Bosk or something until we get the second clue.
Okay.
Yeah?
There's no
Okay.
cards in that one, but Bosk
It's
is our
not,
first
it's not
guess.
Bosk.
Yeah.
Bosk
The
is a
next
good
one
game,
is place the 4 basic event tiles along the river, then shuffle the special event cards and place 4 special events on the lower branches.
Oh, does Everdell have forest cards, Ambie? I've never played it. Have
I've
you
never
that
played
one?
it either,
It doesn't.
but it has a big tree.
It doesn't.
Doesn't.
Yeah, it's got a tree, so we're gonna go with Everdell.
Yes, you would be correct indeed.
Come on.
Well done. Okay, TGIB. Each player takes only one of his offering tokens. These tokens are shuffled and randomly placed on the first places of the game turn.
Why's it got to be his?
Yeah, man. Let's just talk about that, Dave.
Oh, actually, very true. I was going through it, and it was filled with his that I noticed it as well. It's weird if games are only referred to the player as him and he.
It is. It's
It
dumb.
must be an older game then. I mean, that's less
It is.
common now, but I don't think that helps me in any way. Offerings. Oh, there's so many games that have offerings, but then they get shuffled and they're on the first place of the turn. I don't know.
I don't know.
Should
Let's
we
just
say
go on.
raw?
Yeah.
Well,
Sure.
that's
Say raw.
wrong. So we'll give you.
Come on, man.
Leave the 4 god tiles next to the game board.
Offerings, god tiles.
It could
I have
be-
no idea.
I was going to say like Amethyst, which is a great game, but the chances that Dave took the time to read any of the rules through that game is 0.
Yeah,
That makes it a good pick.
I bet I like this game. I guarantee it. I don't know, though. We'll pass
I
it
got
over.
nothing.
I have no
I'll
idea.
Pass it over.
Do you have any idea? Ambie, Crystal?
Crystal, do you know?
The only thing, so I haven't ever played it, but I looked into it. I think Bora Bora has gods in it, and we talked about playing it when I went to Bora Bora for my wedding in 2014. So I looked into it a little bit, but it looked kind of boring, so I don't actually know if that's right.
All right, we can just guess that because I haven't played it either.
Okay.
Nope, it is not Bora Bora. It was Cyclades.
Oh, that's so aggravating.
I almost
just-
threw out like Kemet or something like that. Then I was like, I don't know anything about those games.
I just got Cyclades in a maths trade, and I was very excited about it because it's really good. But I guess they don't feel like God tiles. They feel like God boards. Anyway, whatever. But
I can see that.
Fine.
Okay, the last one for Board Game Blitz. Place the watering hole board in the center of the table.
That sounds like evolution. Is Crystal?
Oh, yeah, that does sound right.
Nope.
I'm good
That's what
with
it's
that.
called, right?
It's been a long time since I've played Evolution.
It's
but
seasons.
Yeah.
It's not seasons.
Joke's on
Seasons.
you. It's evolution. Climate. You lose.
Evolution
Yeah.
is, I think, our first guess.
Yeah.
It is indeed Evolution. Well done. Let's see if this game is
on,
broken.
man.
Get the
You
last one
Cyclades.
for them. Each player takes an overview card, the wooden houses of one color, and 50 electro.
Power Grid? No. Electro?
no.
Would it
Electro.
You don't
Oh,
take
that sounds
Electro,
so familiar.
do you?
That sounds like an evil supervillain.
Right?
I was thinking superhero.
It is.
Take
yeah.
50 of them.
That's a lot of Electro.
So Electro must be the
Oh.
currency. I'm thinking of like some.
Unless it's
There's things like
a-
Barrage and there's Power.
Unless it's a
but
game about Italian elections.
it's
Probably not
gonna be
that.
something with like sky blimps and or like steam ships and things. I don't know. Electro. Now I'm getting Euphoria vibes, but I don't think it's right. I don't know. We might need the other part.
We'll go for Euphoria again.
Yeah.
Which is wrong.
Yeah.
Someday
yeah.
it's going to be right.
Take the power plant cards numbered 3 to 10 and place them near the board in 2 horizontal rows.
Oh, is Electro the currency in Power Grid then?
I guess it is. I thought it was money, but it is absolutely Power Grid.
Yes, it is.
That is
so
so
annoying.
silly.
I know that I know Matthew agrees and stuff. Just quit. It ain't mega credits. It ain't all. It's just money. Say money.
Yeah.
We all spend money.
After the first round, we have got Board Game Blitz grabbing the lead with 5 points and TGIB
Electro.
following with 4 points.
Woo!
Woo! Our strategy's working.
Okay.
Yes, for now.
We are in round 2, and that round is called 18XX.
Uh-oh.
In this round, you will all buy stock in one of 3 different railways. Each season, the stock either goes up or down according to the kind of real-life circumstances. Both teams start with 100 coins that they need to invest in stocks, which is perfect because the Dutch Nederlandse Spoorwegen, the French Société Nationale de Chemin de Fer, and the German Deutsche Bahn are all exactly 100 coins for 1 share.
Okay.
So,
No.
And the German, get the money!
I was just about to do that same joke. I was like, no, Matthew's going to do it. I'll let him do it.
Board Game Blitz, you can put all your coins in one railway. Which would you like it to be? The Dutch railways, the German railways, or the French railways?
I mean, I am a big fan of cheese and wine, so I'm leaning toward French for no other reason but that.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I have no preference, so.
And TGIB, what you're doing with your money?
I think we should probably go with trains.
Yeah.
Germany!
Okay, now stuff happens. In spring, spring is in the air, the Dutch railways are in full bloom, their stock goes up by a D12. However, the new tunnel station in the city Delft is coping with serious airflow problems. Every time the intercity speeds through, all the doors open and close with such force, 3 people had to be taken to the hospital. They go down a D6. The German railways are blooming in spring as well. Because the country is bigger, it blooms the size of a D20 roll. Let's see what happens. It goes up 11%. Also, It's not the only thing that happens in spring in Germany. The Deutsche Bahn bought 30 new powerful ICE trains. Stock goes down a bit because of the expenses, but this is going to help them out in the future. So they go down by a D6, which is 2%.
I can live with it.
No idea what's happening.
It's because this is big
Is it
brain
not
games,
clear?
bro.
There are some changes to the stock. In spring, in France, the southern part of the tracks are still snowed in. The stock takes a slight downfall the size of a D4. So let me roll that D4 right now. And it's a 2%. It goes down 2%.
That
Everyone
famous
down 2%.
south of France and their cold springs.
Cold snaps.
We were
man.
inside eating wine and cheese.
Okay, as summer is upon us, would you like to change your stocks? Because you can.
Okay, this is big stuff. Let's see what Board Game Blitz do first. And then,
We went first
Yeah.
last time, though.
Yeah, that's because I'm your first player.
Oh, Ambie, you smart.
I think that because that France had a slow start, there's going to be... I know this isn't how
fire
trains
up.
work, but I think they're going to be firing in all cylinders moving into the next season. So,
That's fair.
unless there's damage to the tracks. Oh, no.
There's rust. No,
I
you know
only
what?
associate trains with things going wrong because I'm British. Let's invest some in the tulip fields. Dutch?
The Dutch
Power.
ones?
Okay.
Yeah.
TJB,
All right.
TJB goes Dutch.
Because we love you, Dave, the
We've
most.
been
That's why
Dutch
you
since the
get some
beginning,
points.
baby.
What would you like
For
to
you,
do?
Dave.
Board Game Blitz.
Ambie, I'm saying we stay with the French.
Yeah.
I think spring, the thaw is coming, and things are good. Things
You
are
just
coming.
want more cheese.
I mean, that's also true.
I think, I like just sticking with one company and going all the way for long-term
And you're an expert.
investment.
Is that how you play your 18xx games as well?
No, it's not.
Okay, well then, this might be a terrible idea.
France it is.
Summer in France is beautiful. The stock takes a D8 bump. 7% up. How about that?
Woohoo.
But France suffers from one of the hottest summers ever. Due to wildfires breaking out next to the tracks, there's a speed restriction on most tracks of the bullet trains. Train de grande vitesse is now called the train très lentement. They go down by a D4, which is... It takes a 1% downfall, so plus up
barely
7,
a blip.
minus 1.
It makes more sense just to ride the train faster through the flames.
I mean, that does
Well,
seem
no, it's the
logical.
sparks from the tracks that make the fires happen.
I think that sounds like a draw for train travel. How exciting.
I'd do it.
In the summer in the Netherlands, the tracks expand due to the heat. They need to keep cooling the tracks, causing delays. They go down a D4. So it's 2% down from there. And that is the end of summer. What would you like to do in the fall?
Ambie, I think we have to go first this time, and I'm going to let you make the call, and I do not care.
Jeez.
I think just staying with France is okay.
Okay,
don't know.
I like it.
I don't know.
We're sticking by our guns. That's not the phrase, but you know what I mean.
Yep.
Do we stick to our guns of being flighty individuals or just jump
Yeah.
ship to whatever other ship? Should we go
I
all
say-
Go to
France?
Bulgaria.
We go France, because if we're winning now, if we go France...
Oh, that is Matthew. He's gaming the... He's gaming the game.
I don't gain the...
Yes, you do. Let me tell you, you've got 106 coins right now, and Board Game Blitz has got 102. So you're both in the plus, so that's something.
Yeah, so
That's
we'll go
good.
France as well. That makes sense.
Okay.
It does.
The NSCF, as it's called in France, seems to have a handle on things when it comes to dealing with the weather. They are up a D6, which means you both gain 5%.
Yes.
That's right.
However, several workers' unions in the transport section have been striking over pension reforms proposed by the French government. So they go down by a D10, which is 5% as well. So nothing happens for you. In the fall, the Netherlands, the Nederlandse Spoorwegen, are having trouble coping with the leaves on the track. And the first storm to ever get an official name in the Netherlands, Kira, has blown trees right onto the tracks, causing delays all over. They go down by a D6. Because Germany is bigger, the problems are bigger. The storm Kira has been adopted by Sabine Kaufmann for €236, because that's how the Germans work. If you want a storm named after you, just pay for it. So Kira likes to be called Sabine when she's in Germany. The Deutsche Bahn has decided to just stop services until Sabine blows over. They go down by a D20. So a good pick, I think, after all, for going for France.
That's right.
TGIB, what you're doing, because you can't keep going last on picking what to do.
There's another season.
There's winter. Yes, we have
this the
winter.
last one?
4 seasons. Who knew?
This is the last one, yes.
Let's go to Germany.
Let's
Go
do
back.
it.
Okay.
Go back to the homeland.
All right.
All right.
Ambie, I know that the more dramatic choice would be for us to finally switch and maybe move over to the Netherlands, but I nothing big and good has happened in France yet. So I'm saying we just stay all the way.
Yeah, stay all the way.
Stay all the way? Okay. In France, the strike is full on all through the holidays with no end in sight. They go down by a D20.
Oh no!
15% down.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's what happens.
So
I
you
play a
end up
role-playing
on
game about trains. I think I
87.
enjoy that.
Let me tell you what happens in Germany.
The whole market crashes and they have nothing left.
No, those
They have to
German
bail
trains
out
I
France.
talked about before, they bought them in spring and they arrived. Stock is up by a D6. 4% they go up.
I'll take it.
However, during the first days of use, we find out some of the older train stations are built too close to the tracks. Both the trains as well as the train stations are damaged. They go down by a D12, which means 5% down. So 4% up, 5% down. But it's very clear that TGIB is way better in train games than Board Game Blitz.
That's
This
what
is
I
not
thought.
really a train game, you know.
This
Ambie,
is
it's
exactly
all
the
me
same.
bringing you down.
We gave you 3 different countries full of trains, so I think this is train game enough. I think you will never have to play any other games with trains.
Is this not how 18XX was played?
No.
Because I don't get those games. I refuse to play them.
Well, it's like that, but no dice. So you decide if the stock goes up or down.
Up, always
Oh,
up.
wait,
So you're God?
yeah,
Yes. You're god of your own company.
Ooh, fun.
After round number 2, Board Game Blitz is stuck on 5 points, and TGIB took the lead with 6 points.
I thought we got like 100 and something
That's
points.
right.
Surely.
Round number 3 is called Vanessa Parody, where I will sing you a song, and you will need to tell me which board game is this a parody for.
They're so difficult. I get lost in his voice every time.
I feel as though, as content creators, which is a phrase I instantly regret saying, we are pretty up on parody board game songs as a combined group.
As a unit, yes. Our two
That is very
parties,
true.
yes.
The first one is for This Game is Broken.
Let's go.
Okay, here we go. Locked in with your parents. I could end up embarrassed, but I thought, wow, if we could play a game right now, I'm sure that we can work this out on the terrace. The cards on the table, and I thought, how can we beat the clock this time? Solving all will be just fine. But if we go down, then we go down together. The app won't help with anything. Let's show that we are clever. If we go down, then we go down together. Let's show us we are clever. We'll throw away just everything. We'll show them we are clever, 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 clever. Whoo! Let's show them we are better, better. That was it. Did you have it?
No.
So
I
we've
think
got
I-
a house that we're locked in. We've got an app that's going to help us out. So
It seemed like it was a one-time thing, so...
So this
It's
like an
either
exit game or
no, it's either
unlock?
Betrayal or the other one, Mansions of Madness. But which one
Oh,
has
I thought
the
it was
app?
like an unlock game.
I think it's Betrayal or Mansions of Madness, but I can never remember anything of the differences between those two
the
games.
Mansions of the Madness.
Just
is
play
the
Journeys
one
of
that's
Middle
all
Earth, it's better.
app-driven. But
So
clever. You got to be
let's-
clever. Why so much clever?
That's when he's like so much was like trying to figure something
It's-
out. That's why I feel like
it was a translation. It's Cleaver.
Oh, there you go. Cleaver.
That makes sense.
Can hack you up with.
I don't know. I feel like it's one of those escape room games.
Well,
Especially, which of the escape room ones that you can only play once?
Exit. But are those
guess
like
I
an
think we
app?
should go
I don't know.
exit, personally.
okay.
But now I'm
We
worried
can
it's
we can go with Trajan.
Well, I was going to say Trajan, obviously, because it's one of the greatest games of all time.
It's very
But-
fun.
Okay, we'll go with you. I mean,
I'll let you physically harm me when I see you soon if I'm wrong.
I'll emotionally harm you
There
up
you go,
until
that's
that
better.
point.
Boom.
No need for harm, because indeed it was exit. Well done, Nick. You totally got what I was going for.
I had
right
zero
on.
faith in that answer. I feel
Take
so
a
bad.
victory
Yeah,
sip.
he also said something about running out of time, so
Yeah,
We're all running out of time if you think about it.
well done. Okay, here
I
we
thought about
go with Board Game Blitz.
Great Western Trail.
Seasons.
My house is just the best, my hidden treasure chest, a golden grand piano, my beautiful Castillo. You, I'd build it all. Each floor has a bathroom, the list goes on. Let's finish up the roof and move in and done for you. Ooh, for you, I'd build it all. For you, ooh, for you, I'd build it all. Give me one good reason the garage really has to stay. For if you want a 3-card living room, we'll need another room to play.
That was
There we
beautiful.
go.
Oh,
yay.
I
that
love
was
this
amazing.
game.
And I
All right,
got that
Ambie.
one. I actually know what they're talking about. Not that it matters.
I forget if it's called Dream Home or Dream House. that
I've
Dream
never played
phone.
it, so
Okay.
if
Is it
you
called
think you
Dream?
know it, then
there's like that with the cards that you're making your house, your home. I think it's Dream Home. Right?
Dream phone.
You would be correct. Well done.
Dream Home's a cute little
Nice.
game. I like
Yeah.
Dream Home.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's cute.
very fun.
Yeah, I
little-
really like it. I got some
Yeah.
people that I would never see playing a game, but they love this one where they were physically, well, not physically, but they're really building something.
They're constructing a house.
Done. Okay, the last one for TGIB.
Let's go.
When I'm eating, well, I know I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna eat in different inns next to you. When I'm buying, I'm gonna buy and try to beat you. Gonna buy the souvenirs before you do. When I'm painting, well, I know I'm gonna paint. I'm gonna paint a panorama next to you. And if I'm bathing, yeah, you know I'm gonna bathe. I'm gonna bathe with a monkey, not with you.
What?
But I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more just to be relaxed and happy, peaceful, zen, more than I've been before.
I have no idea what this game is.
Chaotic, crazy
It's so
world.
easy.
I
Does
know.
this
It's
game
Takedo.
You're getting souvenirs with a monkey or something?
It's
Like,
Takedo.
Yeah.
It's Takedo.
It is Takedo.
Oh, I've never played that game.
Yeah, I was hoping they wouldn't get it.
No,
Yeah, I know, that one was
no
super
idea.
easy.
I
Never.
literally was so far off from getting that one. Thank God for Matthew, because I would never have gotten that.
Yeah.
Because I get Takedo and Takenoko mixed up. And I'm pretty sure they're the same game. They both have white
They're
eyes.
identical.
This one is
Fact.
really the hardest one, so bear with me.
Good.
This church brings AP sorrows, wealthy families in the barrows. Only heaven you'll be sent to if all the influence is for you. The rats make you sick, but I love it. Command me, Mr. Field. Amen. Amen. church. The puzzle that's set up is what I admire. You show me the bishop that you're gonna hire. In the shadow of this cathedral, the plague makes living here dire. Take me to church, this city of lights, where I want to retire. I'll show you what person I'm gonna hire. Can't believe in a couple of centuries, good God, it will all end in fire.
Oh. I know what it is.
I think so. Here's what's funny: is even though Matthew Jude's favorite designer is Stefan Feld, I have not played that many Feld games, and yet I'm pretty sure this is Notre Dame.
That's what I would guess too, but I have not played it.
Yes, indeed, it was Notre Dame.
I played either, but I was like, I think this is
And-
Notre Dame. Yeah.
Hold on, we have to pause for a minute, like legit, because that was beautiful, Dave.
It
Like,
was.
like seriously.
Thank you so much. Round 3 was completely superfluous because you all got all the games, so that was...
Yay.
At this
We
point,
got to
we've
listen
got
to you sing.
TGIB with 10 points and BGB with 9 points.
Yeah, tight race, y'all.
So we go into the last round. And the last round is always higher and lower. So, because I thought, hey, we are celebrating the 100th episode of Board Game Blitz right here. Let's see how well everyone does figuring out the episode titles that they use for their episodes and see if the next one is higher or lower.
Gosh.
Oh, my Lord.
All this is going to prove is how little we remember about our own podcast.
We're right in that same boat, though, so that's okay.
We will start at episode 64. Well, it's not exactly the middle, but it's called Gaming for Good, where Ambie and Crystal are talking about board game charities. That is going to be our seed game. Let me see what happens. Episode It's Only Natural. Ambie and Crystal talk about board games using nature as a theme.
Okay, so I'll just help you all out for future clues possibly. Early in the podcast, we tended to do the theme thing more often, like board games that have a specific thing that tie them together that normally wouldn't be tied together. So I'm gonna guess lower than 64. Ambie, what do you think?
That was also my thinking.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, it's episode 87.
Dang it.
Oh no! It was just
Pretty
13
recent, right?
episodes
That
ago.
is recent.
You're like, that was last episode.
Honestly, it could have been probably.
I actually don't remember what the last episode
Okay,
was called.
the next one is, that's easy. Q&A, but this one is for TGIB. The Q&A, when was that? In this special episode, Ambie and Crystal answer a bunch of questions from listeners.
That was
Oh, gosh.
early on, y'all.
They stopped doing those.
I
know.
want to say later on, as in
I have
very
no idea.
recently, because let me give you my thinking. When was I don't know. I feel like later on would make it the end of the year. Maybe convention season.
that's a good idea.
People need you need that little. We need to do episodes. Panic. I've been there. But we could go if we go earlier. Though we have the odds are in our favor, so earlier is probably the smart choice.
Let's go earlier, for that, and
like
then
a
also because
50?
they're like get to know the blitzers, type thing.
It is episode 90.
Oh, we were right.
Yeah, we were
Ambie and
kind of
Crystal,
late
y'all
on
wouldn't
that.
help us out with that one.
No, because honestly, I thought it was earlier.
Oh,
too.
I remembered it was later because it was right before I went on my maternity leave.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That info.
Okay, next one is again for Board Game Blitz. What if everyone played board games? There is
that
talk
one-
about what the world would be like if everyone played board games, and Crystal goes over the origins of the word common.
So this one was somewhat recent.
Yeah, I can't remember if it was before or after the break.
Because, this was definitely right around that same time, though. So I think Dave is being very sneaky for sure.
Sneaky pants.
I want to say after.
Yeah, I want to say after.
I think
yeah.
I think a higher number than 90.
Yeah.
Indeed, it's episode 93.
Okay.
Well done.
That was right when the first episode back.
Yeah, the first episode after Ambie gave birth was that one.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Next one for TGIB is called Splish Splash, when we talk about board games involving water. And Crystal goes over the origins of the word flood.
Earlier? Just because
Sure.
odds are on. But then again, Dave is also a devious rebel.
He knows how we do. We try to meta this. Let's go earlier though.
I would say we've got 92 like options for it to be earlier.
Yeah.
That sounds great. Unless it's the most recent episode.
That means it's
We look very
definitely
silly.
later, though. That's the problem.
No, it's gonna be
Earlier.
Earlier.
Is correct. Yes, episode
Oh, thank God.
61.
Hey.
Next one is called You're Welcome for the Blitz. We talk about ways to make a welcoming game environment, and Crystal goes over the origins of the word welcome.
Okay, for the record, I have no idea when we did this episode.
It's hard because 61 was a while ago, so it's like, and this one was
That's
also
true.
a while ago.
When did Moana come out? I feel like this came out right after Moana came out.
It
We
wasn't right
definitely
after.
did make the pun intentionally, but whether
I
it
don't
was
get it.
before 61 or not, I honestly
Yeah. I would guess after, but
after would be my guess as well. Let's go with that.
You are correct. Episode 68.
oh wow, so close.
So let's talk about pride in gaming. We highlight some games and people in the gaming community that are in the LGBT community.
Cool.
Rad.
Very cool. But when was it? Was it before or after episode 68?
That is one of my favorite episodes that we've ever done. Just a shout out to that.
So, roughly, would you say, when did it happen?
Have you been proud about it for a really long time?
It happened at a time that was in the past at some point.
So it's not today's episode, you're saying. Okay. I feel like it's an early. I don't know. Early on, maybe that's like one. I don't know. I'm feeling early on for whatever reason.
I feel like if anyone's going to get to that topic early, it's going to be Board Game Blitz. So maybe
yeah, that's what I'm
I don't-
saying. Like,
Yeah.
y'all been about it, so let's just go early.
It's episode 82. You're wrong.
Terrible people.
This past year, and I could not believe that we hadn't covered it prior. So
Yeah.
Well, hey, but you did it. That's what matters.
I'm
That's
glad he did.
So I've got two more. Let's see how this goes because it's pretty tight. Okay, that's how we role play, where we talk about role playing in board games, and Crystal goes over the origins of the word character.
can I just say I love the episode title puns that I come up with for our episodes, 'cause
You should be proud.
As you should.
that's one of my favorite things. And when I can't come up with a fun one, it bothers me a whole bunch. That's just me stalling because that's when we role play. I have no idea when we recorded that either.
Yeah,
what number are we going off of right now?
82.
I'm gonna guess earlier just because I don't remember.
Right. I don't specifically remember. I know we definitely talked about like Legacy of Dragonholt, and I talked about Sheriff of Nottingham in this episode because that's one of my favorites that like isn't a role-playing game but that I role play in. But I feel like that would have been earlier than 82, so that would be my guess.
Yeah.
You would be correct. It's episode 52.
Okay.
You're in the lead right now, which means there's a possibility of this all ending up in a tie. Let's see how this goes. But then TGIB needs to have the next one correct. Let's see
right,
how
dig
this
deep.
goes. It is called The Shakedown on Dice, where we talk about dicing games, and Crystal goes over the origins of the word roll.
Earlier because
I think it's early. That's an early
because
one,
it's
right?
it's a dice. It's
It's one of the earliest things in games
yeah.
ever is dice.
I'll
Bet you it's episode 1. No, I
don't
mean,
think
or earlier.
Yeah,
don't
I
wanna
just
put the-
think it's like earlier. You get to dice early ish.
Yeah.
Oh,
Indeed, it is earlier. It's episode 35.
Hey.
That's right.
Boy, this gives us some problems because we are at a tie, but the episode is over.
Oh no, what are we going to do?
Oh no!
We
Share
could
the victory.
Probably just leave it a tie and say that this ain't over. This rumble, some people got scraped up, a couple people got tussled, but we have to continue the battle on This Game Is Broken's turf. I think you
But
come
that
over to our neighborhood and we rumble again.
That's right.
That sounds like an excellent idea. Let's do it.
Okay, let's do that. Let's. If people are listening to this very early, then you have to wait 2 days because then we will have another episode for you coming out with the same team. Just I will not be hosting that mess because I haven't prepared that, and I need to get back to putting my finger in the dike.
Because there's a flood going on. We
Because
established
the
this
flood.
early.
Exactly. Because
He is
Yes,
knee deep
yes.
in water.
Now I know why you're laughing, but
She's laughing because she laughs at people's disasters. She
No,
laughs at
it's-
people's pain.
No, that's why she's
it's one
laughing.
of those Netherlands things.
I think
It's,
word choice is why.
it's what they say there.
Person.
I'm not sure what's going on right now.
Dave would never, ever. He's an upsetting citizen. So anyway, folks, yeah, if you want to come see us continue this battle, I want to see these blitzers up on This Game Is Broken's turf. We'll continue the fight.
And that's it for this week's Board Game Blitz. Visit boardgameblitz.com for video and blog content, as well as to get links to all the social media pages. This episode was sponsored by Grey Fox Games. If you liked the game show today, then you might like Feelings, a party game about guessing emotions. Get it from greyfoxgames.com or your local game store. Grey Fox Games, quality games, cleverly crafted. If you're enjoying the show, you can rate and review us on your podcast provider or consider becoming a patron. For as little as $1 a month, you can listen to unedited episodes and join our private Slack channel, which lets you chat with Ambie and Crystal and other Blitzketeers directly. Head to patreon.com/boardgameblitz to become a patron today. The theme song was composed by Andrew Morrow, technical support provided by Toby Mao. Board Game Blitz is part of the Dice Tower Network. We'd love to wrap things up, but this battle technically isn't over yet. Head over to the This Game Is Broken podcast feed for part 2 of this epic battle. Bye, everyone!
Bye.
Bye!
I wasn't paying attention because I was making a joke. So
Each player takes...
Great choice.
Sorry, I need to do that again. Yeah, I missed my
Oh,
mark.
I
it's
love
like
Enya.
the song in real
Keep it
life.
going.
It just goes on and on.
Hey everyone, it's Future Ambie here. Turns out Crystal and I were having too much fun recording episode 100 that we forgot to mention the contest that's currently going on for hitting 100 episodes in our podcast. So I'm reminding you now, we currently have a contest going on. There's a link in our show notes and also in all of our social media that you can click on to enter the contest. And the grand prize is a Kickstarter edition of Reavers of Midgard from our sponsors, Grey Fox Games. And there's also a bunch of other prizes. So make sure you enter. The last day to enter is March 20th, and I think we'll be announcing the winners in our next podcast. So good luck!